Hey, Marcus Howard here with 5 tips on how to get more views for your YouTube videos. Now, I just want to tell you a bit about myself. I've been doing, kind of YouTube videos for a couple of years now, and if you combine all of my YouTube accounts plus the YouTube accounts of my friends that I've worked on, as well as the ones for my clients, we probably combine total for just over about 500 million YouTube views. Now, with that said, you might notice that on this particular YouTube account that I'm using, that it doesn't have views anywhere near that, right? And I did this on purpose. This is actually my private YouTube account that I use with friends, and I don't really do any of the kind of viral related stuff on this particular channel. For example, if you notice this video, it's unlisted, right? And this means that you can't see this video unless you have a direct link to it, and I only share this link with my friends. And so with other videos that I'm doing with this video, I'll show you other accounts that I've used and that I'm using that have the infamous viral videos and a whole bunch of views. But on this particular account, I don't have any of that because I use this particular account just to share cool stuff with my friends and to share kind of home videos and stuff. So let's move into the 5 tips. The first tip that I want to give you is I want you to make sure that your video has the optimal length. Now, excuse me, with YouTube videos, especially viral videos, right? The thing used to be the shorter, the sweeter, right? If you can keep your video short, then you'd probably be in good shape. And that is true for most viral videos, but there's a slight difference when you talk about music videos. With music videos, it should be the same length of the song that you're doing. So if you're doing a piano cover of a Lady Gaga song, or you're doing a guitar cover, it should be the same length as the original song that you're doing. And here's why. When people look at cover videos, what they're essentially doing, either consciously, which means they're physically doing it, or they're doing it in their mind, they're singing along to the song, right? They're singing along either in their head or actively. So because they're singing along with the song, if you deviate from what they remember the song to be, then basically you're going to confuse them. And if you confuse them, they're going to click away. And we don't want that. We want people to stay on our videos. So, conventional wisdom is keep your videos short. But when we're talking about music videos, especially cover videos, you want to keep them the same length of the song. Now, the only caveat to that is if you're doing a kind of singing cover where you don't have a backing track or you don't have someone accompanying you, right? You want to make that video a bit shorter. Now, you don't have to make it 30 seconds, but you may just want to do the first verse, the chorus, the bridge, and then a final chorus out. You want to make those videos a bit shorter just because in those videos, people aren't singing along with you. They're watching you, right? And people have short attention spans. So those videos should just be a bit shorter. Now, the second tip that I want to give you is make sure that you have a good title. Now, if you look at the first video that I have on here, which is 5 ways that YouTube videos get discovered, I say don't, kind of get fancy, don't get clever with your titles, and that still applies here. But there is a formula that you can use that will definitely bump up your views and will still have it be a great title. So the formula that I usually use is use the artist name, then you use the title of the song, then you use whatever else you're going to use at the end to get people to click on it, right? So if you were doing the Lady Gaga song, for example, we would do Lady Gaga, Born This Way, piano cover, or Lady Gaga, Born This Way, guitar cover, or whatever else you want to use. But you don't necessarily have to use those. Those are the ones that I know work, but then there are also other ones that you can use that are a bit more fancy and the ones that probably get you a bit more clicks if you use them correctly. So I'll just go through the list with you. The 5 basic kind of words that I use with those are remix, surprise ending, sneak peek, exclusive, and behind the scenes. Now let me go through why each one of these works really quickly. Remix works because right now we're in a remix culture, right? Everybody takes someone else's content and kind of flips it around for their own purposes and does something cool with it with the hopes that other people will watch it. So many people are doing that these days, and so since we're in a remix culture, people are conditioned to click on links that say that it's a remix, right? Now you want to make sure that if you do this, your video actually is a remix. You don't want to just call it a remix and it's not, because then you're going to piss people off. And we're not in the business of pissing people off. We're in the business of making people happy when they watch our videos. Surprise ending is probably one of my favorites, just because, right, built into the concept of surprise ending means that there's something cool at the end, which means that people have to watch the whole video, right? And if we want people to watch our stuff, we definitely want them to watch it all the way to the end. So surprise ending inherently makes people want to watch the video all the way to the end. Now, I will say you definitely want to make sure that you use this sparingly. You don't want to have every video have a surprise ending, because then people get used to it, and that's not good. You don't want people to get used to things, otherwise they're just going to go find something else. So that one's really powerful, but don't use it all the time. The last three, sneak peek, exclusive, and behind the scenes, all kind of fall into the same category of what I like to call like secrets, right? Everybody likes to be able to be in the know, to share stuff with other people, to have access to something that not everyone has access to. So when you do a sneak peek or an exclusive or something like that, then essentially you're giving that person some cool stuff that they wouldn't normally have, right? They're in the know, and everybody likes feeling like they're in the know, and this works great for two reasons. One, people are more likely to see the video and watch the video, right? Because it's something that not everyone has access to. It's a sneak peek or exclusive or behind the scenes. But then another thing is, because it is that kind of video, right? Because it falls into this kind of category, people are much more likely to share with their friends, because again, everybody likes being in the know, and everybody likes sharing what they know with other people, so they can go, hey, have you seen this behind the scenes footage of, and insert your video here. Now, as long as your video is good, those three work awesome. So those are the first two tips that I have for you in terms of how to get more views on your YouTube videos. In the next video, I'm going to show you the #1 mistake that most people make when they're promoting their YouTube videos, and how you can correct it. It's actually pretty cool what we do there. And then the second thing that I want to show you is basically how you force people to subscribe to your YouTube channel. And when I say force people, I don't mean doing anything like uncool or shady like that. But what I mean is kind of putting people in a position where they kind of have no choice. It's like, wow, this is so awesome. Why would I not subscribe to this channel? So basically, you're gonna make subscribing to your channel a no-brainer. So I'm gonna do those two things in the next video. The link is probably somewhere over my shoulder, probably somewhere over here, that you can check out the next video. So I will see you on the other side.